And welcome back to Behind the Mitten. John Gonzalez along with Amy Sherman, having a lot of fun as we always do every single weekend. And Amy, always fun to talk to the pizza man.
Oh, the pizza man is great. I'm so happy we finally got him onto the show because we'd been talking to him about him when we met him during our search for best French fry. And he has some crazy pizza fries down there, which are delicious. But that goulash, I'm telling you what, that's the main reason why you go visit Freddie the Pizza Man.
Oh, yeah, that goulash, it got a little spice to it, too. I forgot.
I know, it was a little bit hot, which I loved. It was so good. Remember, he's only open for lunch, though, if you go, so you got to go during the day.
Yeah.
But well worth a stop if you're in the Metro Detroit area. He's down a little bit south and west of town in Melvindale.
Melvindale, yeah. Cool little town.
And a great guy. Tell him hello. We love you, Freddie.
Well, today we got a lot planned still here for the show, folks. We have some familiar friends here, and then we're going to check out a new brewery. But, Amy, who do we have with us right now?
We've got Richard and Sarah Anderson with us from Iron Fish Distillery, located a little bit farther north from the Grand Rapids area in beautiful northern Michigan. And you guys have been open for a little while now, but you have some exciting new news to share with our listeners.
Yeah, we're actually just did a groundbreaking in a blizzard about a week ago, and
why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, we are not going to wait. So this is going to be a rick house where we're going to be storing our rum and whiskey aged products. So it'll be about a 4,900 square foot rick house. Opens up our production facility to do some other things.
Well, that's pretty exciting. You guys have been open since 2016, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. We've been open about 17 months.
I know. It's already doing expansion. That's crazy. But your spirits have proven to be pretty popular in the state. And for those who are unfamiliar with Iron Fish, tell us a little bit about what you're making up there.
Well, we are Michigan's first distillery on an operating farm. We brought back an abandoned farm and are producing Jupiter White Winter Wheat and rye, which goes into a variety of spirits. Right now on the shelves in Michigan, you can buy our Michigan Woodland Gin and our vodka made from grain grown on our property. And we have more of a traditional heritage style of distilling, so it's a little more grain forward and a little sweet from the grain. There's no charcoal filtering. We have some dark spirits as well.
So we do barrel finishing right now of some bourbons. That's a high rye bourbon. We have finished it in Caribbean rum cask, which has been available in our tasting room. 50-year-old barrels from the Mount Gay Distillery, very cool. Tawny port cask from Portugal, as well as maple syrup barrels from our neighbors down the road at the Greiner Family Sugar Bush. So a maple finished bourbon. So as well as Richard didn't mention in the clear spirits, also we have some delicious white rum, which is made with molasses from the Caribbean, but also finished with honey from 39 beehives that we have on our farm.
That Amy, you and I went there when we did the search for, we did more of a tour of
exploration
Michigan.
Is what we call it.
Research.
Exploration of craft distilling in Michigan.
We called it research. And we fell in love with your place. Sarah, can you tell us exactly, for people to realize where Iron Fish is located, give us a geographic location.
Right, so northwest part of Michigan. We are about 2.5 miles from Crystal Mountain Resort. That makes our town Thompsonville, Michigan, right across the line into Manistee County. So it's Manistee and Benzie counties. We're right there. Some of the other great towns around us are towns like Frankfort, Beulah, Benzonia, about 35 miles away from Traverse City, so not very far.
South of Traverse City.
Yeah, south of Traverse City. So people who are making a trip to the Traverse City area, we're not far away, and a great little day trip.
And I should say that you guys are open year-round because you are located so close to Crystal Mountain. So if you're planning a ski trip over the next couple of weeks, it might be a nice little stop to come in and visit, because you have a wonderful tasting room with delicious cocktails, and you're about to expand that as well.
Well, yes, we are. And one thing I want to say about people arriving at the distillery, we are beginning to think we're Michigan's first multimodal distillery, because we've got people arriving on snowshoes, snow bikes, skis, ATVs, snowmobiles. We have hitching posts for horses.
Golf carts.
I love it.
I was going to say horse and buggy, yeah.
Horses. And you can actually drive a car down our dirt road as well. So people are arriving. And what the expansion allows us to do is have a full line food program now. So we're going to be building a wood oven for a kind of a farm to table menu, including artisan pizza, which is made from grain milled from grain grown on our property.
Which is awesome. I mean, you really are bringing it full circle.
Yeah, we're really excited about the way this food program will allow us to kind of further our farm operations. It'll obviously expand the things that we're growing on our farm. We always had a nice garden that supported our cocktail program and our tasting room, but this is going to take it up to the next level for sure. But it will also allow us to buy even more things from great other farms in our area, really find somebody to source some great meats from, to create sausages and other things that we want to be offering guests. So we're really excited about it as a way to yet more expand our support of local agriculture in our area.
You know, Amy, I think when we were there, we were blown away just by how inviting the tasting room is. If you're new to craft distillery, Michigan craft distilleries, and you're like, I'm not sure, whether this is something I want to even try. What does it look like? How do I go about it? This is a great place to go in. You'll feel welcomed right away, and you'll get the full experience.
Well, you know, we kind of think of the tasting room as a spirits re-education camp because a lot of folks may not have really taken the time to taste the quality of the spirit that they're putting in their cocktail. So whenever you go to any of the tasting rooms of Michigan craft distilleries, you really have an opportunity to really explore the quality of the spirit and make some judgments about the ingredients that you're using in your cocktails.
And our business, I mean, we're family-owned and operated business on a farm. If you're not being warmly welcomed at a business like that, we're kind of missing the mark, and we're not missing the mark. And we're also located down a dirt road in the middle of nowhere. So
we know that.
We
just keep driving. You will find them.
Nobody has to come and visit us. So we want that appreciation. We want people to feel that really genuine appreciation that we actually feel when they come to see us. And so we've met so many amazing people in these last 17 months. It's like they're just super, super, super grateful.
Can I just say one thing about the experience? We just took our staff out for a party, annual party, and said to them, one of the things that we said to them in celebrating them is that we've all taken an ambiguous idea and turned it into a 5-star experience. And our staff, our young people, we have 20 young people, all college educated, that have chosen to stay in the areas where they were raised to grow their early careers with us. And so we're super happy to be able to do that in northern Manistee County.
Yeah, that is saying something right there. And I agree with John. I really feel like when you do arrive at Iron Fish, it is very welcoming, but I love how educated your staff is on your products. So you can ask any question and not feel like, you don't know what you're talking about, or feel like it's a stupid question. There are no stupid questions. You're totally willing to educate someone on the basics of distilling, either the process or how to taste something, or just to walk them through. And I loved that about your staff. I thought it was
love
great.
it when farmers come over to our distillery to actually try spirits, many of whom have had a little experience making...
Off the record, Richard.
Yes, that's right. That's right. We are Michigan's first legal farm distillery.
Exactly. That's a good point to make, my friend. That is a good point to make.
Make sure you'll learn more about that when you go in there and see that photo of all those...
That's right, those stills. That's right, Gonzo.
I love that photo.
That is a really good photo. Now, you guys have some upcoming events that people can partake in, some cool ones, including a Thursday night bike ride if they're interested, right?
So bring your fat tire up, or if you want to rent a fat tire bike at Crystal, it's $15. They'll actually bring the snow bike over, throw in a helmet and a light, and there's a 8-mile groomed trail. On January 21st, we have a Fat Chance race that Iron Fish is sponsoring.
That sounds awesome. Well, if you want to check out Iron Fish Distillery, you can either head up to Thompsonville, or you can look at get their spirits across the state in distribution. Where should people get more information about your great business?
Well, Facebook, Instagram, but ironfishdistillery.com.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Richard and
Thanks,
Sarah,
you
for
guys.
joining us from Iron Fish Distillery. All right, John, coming up next on Behind the Mitten, guess what? It's Beer of the Week. So stay tuned to Behind the Mitten.